we've been modeling this, and we do model based on different potential OPEC outcomes. And we think that there's actually a $5 to $7 downside immediately if OPEC decides not to extend the cuts. So you're going to be back in the low 40s on Brent and maybe even touch the 30s on WTI pretty quickly. You know, the market's going to react very sharply and very negatively. If they decide to extend the cuts or beyond the end of the year or increase the cut volume, I think there'll be some increase, maybe a few dollars. We think that you could start to see even pushing upwards into the high $50 Brent range. But again, the market's still going to wait and see how that impacts inventory levels, which again have been stubbornly high, before they start to really push prices higher. We still think that there's much more downside risk in the short term than there is upside. So the other parallel with this meeting is the Saudi IPO and their talk about not only IPOing Aramco, but also the hope to basically diversify their economy and be a player in industries outside of oil and gas. There's no question that these things are linked, that the Saudis don't want to go out and IPO in a world where the oil price is extremely low. It's going to affect their valuation. It's going to affect their ability to raise money. And so there's no question that these things are factoring in. And so we're actually going to be doing a webinar on the impact of the IPO on OPEC, and we think that it's a huge variable. The question will become how the people who want to invest in Saudi Aramco will see this. In other words, how they may balk at the fact that the Saudis are willing to bump up the oil price in order to make their valuation look better. So there's still a sort of a reasonableness test that a lot of investors are going to take, are going to attempt before they invest. But those two, we think that those are definitely those are inextricably linked going forward.
To stay up to date on the most recent Hart Energy videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here.